Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another video of CamSolve. In today's video, we will discuss another very important topic of them all, and that is empirical formula and molecular formula. And this topic is also among those topics of both GCSE and IGCSE chemistry topics, which are frequently asked, which are most repeated questions almost every year in 5070 chemistry. Empirical formula question is being asked, and same is the case with 0620 chemistry, in which empirical formula as well as molecular formula concept is being asked. So let's start it. Okay, so before starting our example from the past paper, I will prefer to discuss the concept with you. So today's concept is molecular formula and empirical formula. All right. So let's understand what is molecular formula. And we will side by side discuss empirical formula so that we can understand the difference well. Okay, molecular formula is the formula of a compound, of a molecule, which tells us about that which atoms are present in that molecule. Which atoms are present. Okay, same information is provided by empirical formula. It also tells us that which atoms are present in that specific formula. Okay, but molecular formula tells us the exact whole number ratio between the atoms. Okay, and empirical formula, it tells us the simple whole number ratio between the atoms. Let's understand the definition with the help of an example. For example, ethine, that is also known as acetylene. It has molecular formula C2H2. Okay, what information are we getting from C2H2? It's mean there are two atoms here in this molecular formula. One is carbon and the other is hydrogen. And the ratio between carbon and hydrogen is that there are exact two carbon here and two hydrogen here. Let's see the molecular formula of the benzene. It is C6H6. Okay, from this formula we are getting the information that there are two atoms again, one is carbon and other is hydrogen, but the ratio between carbon and hydrogen is that there are exactly 6 carbon and there are exactly 6 hydrogen here. If we move towards empirical formula, then for both of these molecules, when we make the simplest ratio, then the ratio says C1H1. It means CH is the empirical formula for both ethine and benzene, because the ratio here is also 1:1 and the ratio here is also 1:1, which makes CH. So both of the formulas tells us about the type of the atom, but the exact ratio of the atom is calculated through the molecular formula, and the simple ratio between the atom is calculated through the empirical formula. And more importantly, you can see कि molecular formula is definite. Molecular formula is a special case for each and every substance. For example, if I say C2H2 is the molecular formula of the ethyne, then this is the formula only for the ethyne, not for any of the other compound. But the empirical formula could be the same for more than one compound or even more than two compounds. Like here in this case, you can see the empirical formula for both ethyne and benzene is CH. Okay, so this was the concept, and now we will move towards that how to calculate the empirical formula, what information are provided to us in the question, and if we calculate the empirical formula, then how we can proceed towards the molecular formula. So for that, we have an example here from 0620 IGCSE chemistry past paper. So you can see an ester Y has the following composition by mass, that is carbon is this much here and hydrogen is this much 8.1 and oxygen is 43.24% here. Okay, so now I have to calculate the empirical formula from this information. So what would be the steps? Let's see. First of all, what I will do, I will take these percentage by mass values for each of these atoms. So I have carbon here, I have hydrogen here, and I have oxygen here. Okay, and the percentage by mass of carbon is 48.65. Percentage by mass of hydrogen is 8.11 and percentage by mass for oxygen is 43.24. So this is the first step. You can write here, write down the percentage by mass for each atom. Okay. Next is that we have to divide these percentage by mass on their molar masses. Divide them by respective molar masses. Okay, and you know for molar masses we have to use the periodic table. So let's move towards the periodic table. Okay, so periodic table there are all the molar masses of the atoms, but we need only for the carbon, that is 12, and we need for the hydrogen, that is 1, and we need for the oxygen, that is 16. So the molar masses I'm going to use is 12 for the carbon and 1 for hydrogen and 16 for the oxygen. Okay, I will move to my paper again. Okay, so it will be divided by 12, it will be divided by 1, it will be divided by 16. So let me calculate by using my calculator. 48.65 divided by 12, it gives 4.05. This will remain 8.11. And for oxygen, 43.24 divided by 16, it is 2.70. Okay, So now I have to do the third step, and for the third step, look for the smallest answer. So what is the smallest answer here? You can see the smallest answer is 2.70 here. So I will divide everything by 2.70. This is of course 1, and let me calculate the other one. 4.05 divided by 2.70, it is 1.5, and then 8.11 divided by 2.70, it is 3. Okay, so if we get the whole number ratio here, so our question will be ended here. But if we don't get the whole number ratio, then we have to divide, then we have to multiply them with the suitable digit so that I can get the whole number ratio. So the next step would be multiply with a suitable number with a suitable number to get the whole number ratio. To get whole number. So I will simply multiply them with 2, because by multiplying with 2, this would be 3, this would be 6, and this would be 2. So my empirical formula would be, I'm going to write here the empirical formula, C3H6 and O2. So this is my empirical formula. Alright, now we are moving towards the next part of the question, for which we have to calculate the molecular formula. C3H6O2 is our empirical formula. Okay, ji. So the next part of the question says, Acha, for the molecular formula calculation, we should have two things in our question. The first thing that we need is the empirical formula. If we don't have the empirical formula, then we can't calculate the molecular formula. And the other thing is the molar mass of the compound. So the basic two things are required are the ones which I have highlighted here. The one is the empirical formula of the compound, and the other is the molar mass of the compound. So if we have both of these things, then it's very easy and we can calculate it very easily, the molecular formula. The first step would be calculate empirical formula mass. This is my first step. Calculate empirical formula mass. So here I have 2 carbon, 4 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. And we all know that carbon has the molar mass 12, hydrogen has the molar mass 1, and oxygen has the molar mass 16. So this is 24, this is 4 and this is 16. So let's calculate it. It is 44. This is the first step. Okay, next step is find out N. This is the next step. Okay. In order to calculate N, I will use a formula. N is equal to molar mass over empirical formula mass. So in my case, molar mass is 88 and empirical formula mass is 44. So N would be 2 here. This is step 1 and this is the calculation of the step 1. This is step 2 and this is the calculation of the step 2. Now the third step. Third step is that I have to calculate the molecular formula now. How? I will multiply the N that I have calculated in step 2 with the empirical formula that is already provided in the question. So in our case, N is 2 and empirical formula is C2H4O. In this way, we get our final answer and that is C4H8O2. I hope it makes sense to you. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.